Well, hello. Sorry it's taking me so long to put out another video, and you'll have to excuse for the audio. I'm not working with a mic. Hopefully, it all will work out. Anyways, the place we call the universe is made up by 68% dark energy, 27% dark matter, for a total of 95%, leaving only 5% for us to see and interact with. So again, that's 95% of what we call the universe is not seen and or is acted upon by the unseen, which by the way is the translation of Amun, Amen, the unseen. So like Amun Ra, the unseen God, or the unseen Ra, or the unseen power. Um, but I digress. We only have visible access to only 15% of the light spectrum, and we only use 15% on average, 10 to 20%, whatever, of our brains. So we only have 5% of the universe, can only see 15% of light, and can use only roughly 15% of our brain at any given time. Is there any correlation between these data sets? It seems like you might expect this with the holographic universe theory and the multiverse thing, which, if you know about D-Wave, quantum computers, Geordie Rose, you know it's the real deal. The multiverse. Anyway, things look like we have ourselves in a closed system, which is made up of stacked dimensions separated by frequencies, I guess. That Tesla, he talks a lot about frequencies. Anyways, Einstein said that the past, present, and future are all happening simultaneously. But it sounds crazy, but it's most understandable as like simulations, like all levels and possible outcomes in a video game. Different save profiles with similar adventures with different progress and different amounts of time taken and probable different choices. You should like with the simulation thing, you should watch World on a Wire. It's a Dutch film made in the 70s. That movie lays it out and even gives some idea about why we need like prophets, at least in the sense of like intercessors between the creator controllers and the people. Because of course, if they're simulations, somebody had to create the simulations. Which, by the way, a mathematician realized that the math that governs everything around us, it doesn't just look like computer programming. It actually happens to be specifically just like the most common type of computer programming that we use for algorithms and such. So, anyways, in this movie they create a simulation, and they found that they have to place one character in that simulation that communicates with the creator controllers. And in this case, they call him Einstein. The movie also kind of predicts some of our current technology. There's like, I don't know how to explain it, like how we have like a portal, and such. People talk to each other on screens. They don't really make phone calls. I think they also have watches that do the same thing. We're there now. This film was made in the 70s. Well, anyways, one of the guys that deals directly with the simulation, he's a part of creating it, and at one point actually goes into the simulation. He realizes that someone has escaped from the simulation. So when he catches them, and the person that had escaped, the guy finds him, the guy in control of making the simulation, and he's like, "Come on, what are you doing in the real world?" And he just laughs hysterically. He's like, "You think this is the real world?" When in fact that was just another level. See, each simulation goes far enough that human civilization makes another simulation, another simulation. Have you ever seen Rick and Morty? It's kind of like Rick's battery for his car. It's powered by a universe, and then that universe made a simulation to power that one, and so on and so on. I guess really what you would want to question is what's the point of ours? Is this whole thing just for like fashion? Is it to so So maybe the controllers creators don't have such great imagination, so they use us to make like stories and art, and music, or they could be getting something finite, some type of materials. We've talked about that. Jordy Rose with the D-Wave computers and Kindred and all that. That tapping into multiverse, we can resource stuff, but can you resource anything more than information? Can you actually find a way to crack into that dimension and take that stuff? Well, anyways, I hope you've. I don't want to make these super long. I want to just give so much stuff, talk a little bit about it, and give other people a chance to think on it or to research it. Like Jordy Rose. I mean, man, you just don't know if you don't know. It's pretty crazy. But if you do take the time to look into stuff, you might as well as top it off with like the Mandela effect and CERN. I'll probably be talking about that next time, because it definitely goes into all of it. If you're not sure what the Mandela effect is, you're not sure what CERN is, look it up. You'll find out. There's lots of material on it, and I will meet you back here next time, folks. Be well. And like Bill and Ted said, man, be excellent to each other. Peace.